कि इक्वालिटी ये हमेशा मेंटेन करती है अपने पूरे माहौल के अंदर, चाहे वो कोई भी हो. देयर इज नो, जो इक्वालिटी है वो एक्टर को बहुत बहुत कंफर्टेबल कर देती है, बहुत रिलैक्स कर देती है एज एन इंडिविजुअल ऑन सेट. वो जो आइडिया ऑफ इक्वालिटी है वो बहुत स्ट्रांग है इनका.
He'll wake up in the morning and he'll feel something and then it has to be that. And his personality is the same as his size. Okay, the size, the way it is. And it's like, look at my size, look at that. Oh my God, like one tornado. We have to do this. We have to do this. I was like, no. Now we've set this. We can't change it now. We can't change it. Nilesh, we're shooting in one night. I can't change it now. No. And then he won't be able to sleep at night. Then he'll just torture you till you change it. And all my heads of department are tortured by this man.
He's going to just kind of, when you see an actor like, and you wish that, actors like these deserve big screen, big space, many more stories to tell.
Hi, my name is Survi and today we have with us Modern Love cast and director and writer, very famous director and writer Shonali, Nilesh and Bhupendra. Very warm welcome to Entertainment Reports. How are you?
Thank you so much. We're great.
Thank you.
What a warm welcome.
Thank you so much. So, firstly, I have to start with Shonali and Nilesh. You have given us films, which literally define our lives in different ways, like you've given us Margarita with a Straw, you've given us Sky is Pink, etc., etc. And, you define love differently, yet indifferently, and in such a beautiful way. I would really like to know that, in this, Raat Rani, there's this girl, her husband leaves her after 10 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, this is what I could get, Her husband leaves her after 10 years and she's left only with a cycle and is paddling and finding way towards a new life. Like, such a beautiful story. Like, I could, obviously, never even imagine something like that. So I would really like to know, what is your source for this beautiful knitted Raat Rani?
I'll just tell you, you're a very good solver of puzzles. ऐसे ट्रेलर से तुमने 4-5 चीजें जोड़ के जो कहानी बना दी है ना, too good, bang on.
Yeah,
very
she
good.
did the best synopsis.
Yeah.
Really,
Amazing.
That's the crackling synopsis of the
go
film.
ahead, tell it.
Well, so Modern Love is based on real New York Times blogs written by people every Sunday for years and years and years. There are thousands and thousands of blogs like that, right? So 2 seasons of Modern Love New York have been made based on those blogs. And then the idea came about, in fact, by Rongita and Ishita Nandi, showrunners of this show and producers, that let's internationalize it. Why don't we try to convince them to give it to us to, transpose those ideas and those blogs to India and specifically to the city of Mumbai, to Bombay, which is so similar to New York actually, right? So Nilesh, who's the writer, I requested him, he's about to direct his own film, that can you solo write this? We have co-written, as you said about Margarita and Sky Spring. I said, you write this and I'll direct it. We won't co-direct, you write, I'll direct. We'll take solo parts this time. Will you do it? And he said yes. So then he chose this blog. So 6 fresh blogs were given to 6 directors, and some of them wrote themselves. In my case, I had Nilesh. So Nilesh from those 6 chose this to be our one. And that blog was called The Bike That Saved My Life. And it's about a woman in New York who a cycle saved her life. And he read that, a very simple, really small paragraph, little blog. But he went to the heart and soul of that, but he wrote a really complex and layered story, which is very specific to the city of Bombay from that one blog. And I myself was blown away, as were, Amazon and PNC, everybody on the team.
So are we, it has so many layers. It's an anthology. I mean, I so wish it was a full-fledged film. Like, dude, so many layers. I mean, I'm happy at the same time, I feel as if, I don't know. I mean, I think I should just watch it first and then decide.
It's interesting that you asked that, it should be a full-fledged film. That, I don't know about the feature film, but when I wrote it, I knew that it's going to be made into a film. But one thing that was playing in my mind was that this should definitely become a radio play. Like, I wish that someday it becomes a radio play. It itself lends itself to a beautiful radio play is what I feel. But anyway.
But for me, I've always done feature films, even Nilesh, right? For short film format was new to us. But I must say, what he packed in 30 pages, and it's ended up being a 38-minute film only, but it's so packed. The journey is so beautiful and complete, like from where it starts and the ups and downs, and then it ends, like managed all that in a short film. I'm quite excited by this format now, which is a brand new format for me.
Wow.
Not a format I thought I would enjoy or I would feel like, oh yaar, I wish this could be full length. Like I feel satisfied with what it is, its length and with its everything that it is.
We are excited. Bhupendra, I would really like to know from you, every actor in his or her life has this one script, जो उनके लिए jackpot script होता है. उनकी life बना भी देता है, कभी-कभी बिगाड़ भी देता है. So, do you think Modern Love is that jackpot script for you in your life?
I'm very happy that I'm part of the series. This is so acclaimed series and very reputed director मेरे साथ हम साथ में काम कर रहे हैं. ये अच्छी बात है. लेकिन सवाल क्या था?
जैकपॉट है कि नहीं?
हाँ,
इसमें से तुम्हारा जिंदगी बदल जाएगा कि नहीं?
Mercedes खरीदी कि
बता
नहीं
दो अभी के अभी.
बदल जाएगा.
जिंदगी बदल जाएगी ना for sure.
मतलब मैं उसके लिए मेरे लिए जो एक्सपीरियंस था वो बहुत ब्यूटीफुल था और फिल्म आने वाली है. मेरा कंसर्न वहाँ तक था. अब बदलता है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है और नहीं बदलता है तो भी मैंने जो एक्सपीरियंस किया वो बदलने जैसा ही है. वो बहुत
क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
ये बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल बात बोली है आपने. वापस से मेरा सवाल सोनाली एंड निलेश, आई वुड रियली लाइक टू नो दैट व्हेन व्हेन अ राइटर राइट्स अ स्क्रिप्ट, अक्सर उनके दिमाग में कोई एक एक्टर या कोई एक दो एक्टर्स या कास्ट या ऑप्शन एक्टर्स होते हैं. डिड यू हैव भूपेंद्र एंड फातिमा इन माइंड व्हाइल राइटिंग द स्क्रिप्ट?
I did not have Bhupendra and Fatima while writing the script. I'm just extremely happy that Shonali has made this discovery and got both of them on board. I definitely had one actor because I've grown up watching Marathi theatre. So there is a character called Nazrul in the film that you haven't seen in trailer, but you will just love in the film.
He's come in the trailer. Yeah,
Cycle.
he's there. He's on the cycle. Old man on the cycle.
Yeah, but it kind of goes unnoticed in certain sense. But I had, his name is Dilip Prabhavalkar. He's a legend in Marathi cinema and Marathi theatre. I had him in mind. Like just as a child growing up watching him, I had him in mind while writing the script.
And he made the suggestion and we cast him and he said yes, which is amazing.
I'm just grateful that he did the part.
Yeah, we didn't think such a big actor will do, a small role, but I think what's lovely is when actors don't look at the length of roles. Like really good actors, they look at the depth of a role and not the length of a role.
So, like when it comes to actor, director, writer, they're all very close when they work together on a set. So I would really like to know one thing you like and one thing you tolerate about each other. So we'll include Fatima also here. So Bhupendra, एक चीज जो आपको बहुत पसंद है, फातिमा सोनाली और निलेश के बारे में, और एक चीज जो आप टॉलरेट करते हैं इनके बारे में. And I would like to know from Shonali and Nilesh as well.
Yay. I wasn't involved in their entire process of directing actors, so I can't. But I have had, good fortune of knowing them a little bit. Fatima I've known for some time, so I'll only talk about Shonali. Because I have to tolerate her the most. Because as a writer director, who else do you kind of interact with the most? So one thing I love about Shonali is her, apart from her craft, apart from who she is, the intent with which she approaches her stories. I have always felt inspired with how she finds a perspective, whether it's Margaret with the Straw, Sky's Pink, or even for me not to second guess that whether Shonali will like this or not, knowing her. That one thing, that the intent with which she wants to tell her stories, it's very inspiring for me. And one thing that I have to tolerate,
He has many. Choose one.
one thing that I have to tolerate is that she ends up convincing me to keep writing for her. It's like, and I end
that is
up,
also
I
something
have
you
to say
like.
yes, because it's like I'm very fortunate. I find myself very fortunate that having discovered a director like her, where the ideas, the intent, the politics, the characters sail through her. So while I am very excited to direct my own and will always be, writing for her is very special.
All hearts.
He's about to direct his own feature film this year. So for me, Nilesh is absolutely a brilliant a partner. I think my work is much better with him. It made me intimidated and actually scared. I made Amu all by myself, but then Margarita with the Straw, we co-directed. And The Sky is Pink, really he should have been called the co-director because he was a key person on the set, you know, and we co-wrote it. So I felt scared that can I direct without Nilesh? You know, and he's written such a brilliant script. So I had to just say that, please, you know, I'll direct this, and you know, if I fail, I fail. You know, you should know if you're capable or not, what happened to you.
Yes.
So that we'll see. The proof will be in the pudding when everybody watches it. So for me, it's his brilliance and his mind. He has a very out-of-the-box way of thinking. So even in drafts that I may have written, The Sky is Pink, I'd written a bunch of drafts before he came in the picture. But then when he came in the picture and what he did with the script, you know, and so same with Margarita with the Stone and Raat Rani, we were all happy with his first draft. Then he himself goes and he comes up with crazy ideas and thoughts and he takes the script to some other level. So it's really refreshing because it's so original. He's got such an original, unique mind. I love that. And the counterpart of that, what I have to really tolerate is, no, because the thing is that madness. So it's like terrifying because the thing is that he'll wake up in the morning and he'll feel something and then it has to be that. And his personality is the same as his size. Okay, the size the way it is. And it's like, look at my size, look at that. Oh my God, like one tornado. We have to do this. We have to do this. I was like, no. Now we've set this. We can't change it now. We can't change it. Nilesh, we're shooting in one night. No. And then he won't be able to sleep at night. Then he'll just torture you till you change it. And all my heads of department are tortured by this man. He'll change his mind. But the thing is that what I have the capability of saying, I always say, because I'm a mother, I had 2 children. Right. Now, everybody wants to advise you about motherhood and your children, right? But you learn as a mother that, no, this is what's right for my baby, this is wrong. You just instinctively learn that. My films are my babies. So even if I'm co-directing or anything, but ultimately it's my baby and I always know what's right for my baby. But I'm a very collaborative person, so I listen very closely to every other creative mind there, most of all to him. But I actually know when it's right or wrong, and mostly he's right. So then I do have to get pushed that way, but it's really difficult because everybody else then hates you. They're like, Shonali, no, we're set. We chose this thing. We chose this song or this sound design or this set or thing. We can't change it now. The lighting is set. Now it's like, no, we've got to change it. So I hate it because then I have to be unpopular with others. But I love it because he pushes me. He really pushes me and he makes me understand that you have to be a perfectionist. And you can, in filmmaking, just be like, no. In the last minute as a director, you have the power to say, no, you know what, guys, I changed my mind. And that I find very frightening. Like, I can't bear it. Like, here we are set up. And suppose then suddenly he'll be like, tell them, no, this is not working. This is the way you put these boxes. This thing is ko hatao karo ye kuch.
What kind of interview is this?
No, this is how he is.
So
then, if I had the power, but the people here have the power. If I had, I would be like, nahi, karo. Isme, iska man jaisa hai, wo sahi hai.
You know, I'm not some mad guy, okay? Please.
He's mad.
But
now,
I must say this, you know, when we are telling stories and we don't tell stories every day. It's not that, you know, either Shonali or I intend to be a factory of stories. It's like you choose your stories when you feel for them. And I genuinely feel that something is going to go down in history. You know, something has to live forever. And that's what keeps my nerves, you know, kind of crackling.
Yeah.
It's not just that, oh, I have to do and get my way. It's not
very
that.
true. It doesn't come from ego,
you know,
at all.
Yeah.
He gets that
Yeah.
idea, but it's coming from a conviction that this is the better thing, and never mind that we, you know, made a mistake, but now he's got the right idea, then you have to go with it. Anyway, with my actors, sorry, we so long went on that, but you know, for me, actors are the vehicle. Now you've got an amazing story and you know, you have great team, HODs, but if the actors are not amazing and don't fulfill, then the whole film rests on them, really, ultimately. At the final analysis, it's on the actors' shoulders. For me, it's a gift when I get actors like Bhupendra and Fatima who completely surrender themselves, right? So if actors hold on to ego, and their own, notion of how they look or what audience will think, or their social media, how many likes they've got when they're offset, and they're not focusing on the honesty of what is required of them in that moment. What is the director saying, and how do they give themselves up to this character and to this process? Then it's a rocky path. I've been very lucky in my life that I've got amazing actors in all my films, and including in this one. So I got a lot from them. There's nothing critical I can say about these two, though. Oh, on him I'll say he's in promotions. I felt it is because this is the first time he's promoting a film. So on set, he has that conviction and confidence, and he listens to his director. So it doesn't matter there on set that he's a little quiet or anything and shy. But in promotions, I'll say that I've seen that, oh God, Bhupi, go out there, come on, Bhoops, speak up, speak up, don't be so holding back. Amazing actor.
एक चीज जो आप लाइक करते हैं और एक चीज जो आप टॉलरेट करते हैं about Shonali and Nilesh and Fatima.
We don't have a relationship. We don't know each other.
I'll start
You're just saving yourself.
Nilesh,
जी.
he's so live, he's so relaxed. जितनी इंटेंस, जितनी कमाल की, जितनी कॉम्प्लेक्स इनकी राइटिंग है, उतनी ही ईज इनकी पर्सनालिटी के अंदर, जितना मैंने जानता हूँ, मैं मतलब जितना हम मिले हैं, ही सो ईज जो एक इंसान के होनी चाहिए, बहुत ही कमाल की ईज है, मोमेंट में रहते हैं, और देयर इज नो बैगेज इनसाइड इनकी, वो इज अ ग्रेट राइटर. दोस्त की तरह हमारी बातचीत होती है, बहुत ही कमाल बात है, बहुत ही कम होती है. एक चीज़ मैं टॉलरेट करता हूँ, नथिंग, मतलब अभी तो सब कुछ नौबत आई नहीं है, टॉलरेट आएगी तो
नहीं. गुड, स्टे लाइक दैट.
अली के बारे में
हर कन्विक्शन, क्या चाहिए इम्पोर्टेंट, किसी भी आर्ट में क्या चाहिए इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, क्या नहीं चाहिए ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है. इन्हें क्या नहीं चाहिए, इन्हें बहुत अच्छे से
पता है.
हाँ पता है, और इनका जो कन्विक्शन है वो इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग है अपनी कहानी पे, अपने आइडिया पे, अपनी स्टोरी टेलिंग के अंदर, उसका कोई सानी नहीं है. वही आज तक, मतलब हम उसी के साथ चल रहे हैं, और एक तरह की इक्वालिटी ये हमेशा मेंटेन करती है अपने पूरे माहौल के अंदर, चाहे वो कोई भी हो. देयर इज नो, जो इक्वालिटी है वो एक्टर को बहुत कंफर्टेबल कर देती है, बहुत रिलैक्स कर देती है एज एन इंडिविजुअल ऑन सेट. वो जो आइडिया ऑफ इक्वालिटी है वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है इनका, बहुत कमाल की बात है.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
Justice and equality is what she stands for.
Oh, thank you.
How sweet is that? But what do you tolerate about her?
अगेन देयर इज नो, मतलब मैं क्या सोचूं, मतलब मैं सोच के बोलना पड़ेगा मुझे, और सोच के बोलना पड़ेगा तो फिर मज़ा नहीं आएगा. सो देयर इज नो. एंड फातिमा, या शी इज़ लवली, शी इज़ अमेजिंग, शी इज़ अ वंडरफुल लिसनर. बहुत व्हेन यू से समथिंग, वो आपकी पूरी बात को सुनती है, जज करती है, और उसके बाद वो अपनी राय रखती है. और एक एक्टर के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि वो अच्छा लिसनर हो. फातिमा के अंदर बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, मैं तो उनको बहुत अच्छे से जानने लगा हूँ, लेकिन एक अच्छी बात जो उनकी कमाल की है, शी इज़ अ वंडरफुल लिसनर, और यही इंपॉर्टेंट है एक्टर के लिए. टॉलरेट क्या करता हूँ, अगेन मुझे नहीं पता. मतलब मैं
I have a thing against Fatima. She doesn't remember to eat. Then at the wrong times, when she feels hungry, and then we're just like, oh my God, we have to get her something. Then she'll eat such a little amount. That's the only thing I can think. But these two actors, how well they gelled, and Fatima, one amazing quality also of hers, like she is a star and Bhupendra is new, and she never ever let him feel, there's a difference. Like right from the moment in the beginning, she was just so opening and welcoming, and they gelled and worked together so well, because it's a short film. You only have 8 days on set. So prep is actually not just specific prep to your characters and, jugalbandi on the characters, but the more time you get to spend and feel comfortable with each other really will help you on set. And they did that, just in off time. They used to do their dialect coach training together. And when even he was not required, either on set or off set, Bhupendra came out for his co-actor. That she said, it will be really helpful for me ki off camera, agar main practice kar saku, because she's used to doing it. He would come at 5:30 in the morning. On days he's not required, be there for 12 hours. In difficult conditions of sets that we had, like BKC flyover, Nana Chowk and all, just come and hang around set to be there for his co-actor when he's not required to be on the scene that day. It's amazing. And Fatima, I just want to say, she really went all out. She had to practice on the cycle. She's a very good cyclist, etc. But she has to fall and things like that. It was a man's cycle. Nilesh, she would not tell me. She told Nilesh, and then he told me that her legs are bruised. You know, your actor's legs are so bruised. You know, she hid that from me, like she was going through so much pain and doing that for her role. She came on Tech Rec, sat there in the jhuggi, no star, this thing, like there's no van there, there's no bathroom, there's nothing. You're in a jhuggi, like completely humble. And this is why the character she's played, she's so authentic in playing somebody who lives actually in that fisherman's village. You buy it and you believe it. Because she has that humility as a person.
You know, I didn't realize that we were talking about Fatima also. I was just, you know, talking about the people here. But I didn't speak anything about Bhupi either. But but I want to say one thing about Fatima. I think she is a director's dream. You know, to have a questioning mind, a curious mind, surrendering to the director, going through the process equally with everyone, you know, not making her presence, you know, overwhelming as an actor to any of the crew members, you know, just being, you know, like we say cast and crew. Like, you know, with her I can call her crew and crew. You know, it's like she just mingles with everyone, becomes one with everyone. I think, you know, it's an amazing quality. You know, that's how good films get made. When everyone just comes on the same platform and makes it together. So, yeah, that's what I want to mention. About Bhupi, I think he's going to just kind of, you know, when you see an actor like, you know, and you wish that, yeah, actors like these deserve big screen, big space, you know, many more stories to tell.
Yeah, we'll manifest this for him for sure.
Yes, he's going to,
Also,
yes,
really,
absolutely.
he's going to grow big in this country, and we are lucky to have him at the start of his journey.
Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. It was amazing talking to you, and I love the candor that you guys brought in the interview. Thank you so much.
You were a
Really,
great
really a pleasure
interviewer, and we really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so
And
much.
you know, I told you that you're famous.
Thank you so much.
Surbhi,
Thank you.
such a cute smile, Surbhi. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.